What's up, YouTube? Doing an update on the ATK, and it is still down to the frame. I've been fixing some things on the frame, working on foot pegs, and I'm pretty close to taking this all in to get powder coated. So you can see this place is a little bit of a wreck. I have no more workbench, and I can barely walk around in here. So I am really looking forward to getting this cleaned up. So here's the wheel. Speaking of cleaned up, it's all cleaned, and I polished the spokes, got the tire mounted, reusing the sprocket. No real drama on that. And I think the front wheel is over here. And it is also ready to go. New tubes, new tires. The frame had a broken engine mount up here on the top, which of course my strap is in the way. Give me a second. There we go. So you can see right there, I had to, if this thing will focus, there we go. I had to weld that back onto the frame so that when the engine is in there, you can mount the cylinder head back to the frame. On the swing arm, it was not too bad, except this part up here. Let's see. So these tabs that stick off of the top and the bottom are for the ATK system. And up here, I think it was just years of running a chain that was too loose. It kind of tore into that. And actually, that entire piece of metal was gone. So I welded a whole new chunk in there and had to straighten this tab. And then I just kind of opened that up a little bit because it looked like that's a common problem on these swing arms. But otherwise, that thing is ready to go. And then here are my foot pegs that I made. And let's see if I can get some light on that. There we go. So I just made the these little brackets right here, and then welded it to a flat piece of steel, trimmed it all out, and now I've got some nice KTM pegs. And you can see it's really tight, trying to fit the hardware in there. But I think that'll do the trick. And here is the other one. And if you'd like a comparison for the stock stuff, this is basically what they were working with stock. And you can see the peg is real high on that mount in relation to the bolt holes. And now this peg sits a lot lower. It's almost in line with those bolt holes. There it is. This one is up there. So it's about an inch lower. You know, when you mount it on here, you can see the peg's going to be up high. On this one, it's going to be like that, down low. Which also means I'm probably going to need to work on a skid plate. Not as thick as that board, but I'm going to want something to bring the frame rails down a little bit so that I'm not catching the bottom right there. You know, if I'm crossing logs, you know, that's anything below those bolt holes is basically below those two holes. So now is the time to try to address that too before I take this in for powder coat. But I'm getting really close. Those pegs have taken more work than I thought. But the price was right. You know, 25 bucks for the pegs, $15 in metal. It's a lot more reasonable than paying 200 bucks for a set of bolt-on pegs. So that's where I'm at. And maybe next update, I'll have some nice new pretty powder coat to show you. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.